Swedish-British journalist, filmmaker, political writer, and author of 5 books, Pelle Neroth-Taylor.
Novelty for me is you're linking this interwar period, which in most history books are a confusing time in terms of narrative. And you're cutting through that, and you're giving us a narrative, which is the Brits are preparing the Germans for war with Russia. But I mean,
yes.
So they gave loans to the Weimar Republic in the 1920s, and then they withdrew those loans. How did they withdraw those loans? What? Right.
They stopped sending them, and then they expected payment, and for 3 years they just prevented Germany from somehow launching public works or any kind of fiscal maneuver that would help its population get back into work, which only when Hitler reaches the chancellorship will these things begin, not by accident. And until 1938, he is acclaimed as a savior, a hero, and everything is going well. But I mean, the true story is that he's not there to make Germany, wholesome again. He's there to prepare for war. And after the first year or so, you'll see that most of what Germany does in this boom, which reabsorb all the unemployed in very little time, most of it is devoted to war expenditure. It's obvious what they're going to do. They consolidate the debt, and Hitler is confident. We're going to back up whatever we indebted ourselves with whatever we conquer in the East.
So. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm with you on the general British purpose of dividing all its rivals and getting ahead of the world and using very skilled political warfare to do so. But I just wonder, I mean, whether it's opportunistic and based on singular events, and they'll always choose a particular one that'll maximize the dislocation for Europe, or whether it's a kind of long planned out thing. I mean, did the British have Hitler in their pocket, or was he just an inevitable result of the chaos that the banking system had sown on Germany in the 1930s? Were they lucky to get Hitler?
Well, it's a good question, but if you read Veblen, they knew something was going to come. Whether it was going to take the form of this very strange religious movement, which what Nazism was, fronted by a political organization, is something that only maybe experts of esoterica in the Masonic lodges will be able to answer that question. Certainly, they were awaiting something like him, and everything already in the writings of Veblen tells you that they could have foreseen that.